Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in to listen to my very first episode of Dancing Sober podcast with Rafa. Our first guest is Sand Oner, the artist that's everywhere in LA with the dolls with the eyelashes. She came in here with so much energy. We talked about everything from how she grew up to like her business and her future business structure. We had a really good time. So enjoy the episode. Please subscribe and please like and please give us any comments. Let me know what you think about this very first episode. And I don't know how to tell you how much I appreciate you experiencing this with me. Go to shoprafa.com if you want to get the coffee, and we'll see you soon. Let the episode start. Welcome everybody to the very first episode of the Dancing Sober podcast. And Dancing Sober doesn't have anything to do with being sober. This is not a podcast about being sober at all. That's just a title that I took from a quote by David Foster Wallace. So anyways, that being said, welcome everybody to our first episode. My name is Rafael Cardenas, photographer, actor, fun guy, I don't know, from East LA, Boyle Heights. And our first guest today, first of all, thank you very much for coming in last minute. We had a guest that canceled on us, understandably so. She had reasons why, and so we still hope that we get her one day. Hi.
I love last minute. I love the rush of last minute stuff.
4 hours ago, Sand agreed to be here, and she's here now. So thank you very much. Everybody, this is Sand, graffiti artist, now a mogul, I guess, in a way, now like a businesswoman, and also somebody that's out in the community empowering other people, other young women especially, to like create and start businesses for themselves and be entrepreneurs and all that good stuff. You had what was the word you used instead of entrepreneur? I think you had another word in one of your posts. But
well, I'm a muralist. I'm an entrepreneur, now an art mogul, a designer, fashion designer, an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, independent hustler.
Yeah. I think that's you had a hustler convo, or like a hustler,
a
like
smooth hustler.
Yeah. You've had a lot of like things to
good
promote,
quotes, a lot of good quotes that you liked,
or a lot of people, or a lot of like events where like you help other business people like jump into it and like get into their thing. So actually, like, come to think of it, like this is a really good first guest, because that's what I'm trying to do now. Like, this is my new coffee brand, like Dancing Sober. Like, so I'm gonna have my own coffee brand.
Do they have to do something with you because you're sober now, and before maybe you would party a lot?
I'm 10 years sober this December.
Hold on, you're from East LA. What were you hitting?
Yeah. Oh no, I was just alcohol. I never got into other stuff.
Alcohol.
Yeah, I never got into like the bad stuff.
That's good.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
I'm no comment on that one.
It's all good. We can go in any direction if you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that whole title comes from a book, and the guy, the author, is talking about like things that change when you're sober, and he's like, one of the weird things is like trying to dance sober.
Yeah. Trying to still be fun and have edge.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're out in the streets, you're doing stuff, or you're partying and it's fun. But once you're sober and you dance, it's a whole different thing. Like, it's just not the same thing to dance sober.
I feel like it has to be really you. Like, okay, fuck, I have no alcohol and no drugs in me. Am I still smooth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, because like when I was 13, I grew up in East LA. So when I was 13, I was running through the streets. I would go to kickbacks, started meeting a bunch of people from East LA, Boyle Heights area. And the party started when I was 13. At 12, I was already looking for the party. I wanted danger. I was like, I want bad stuff. And I found it at 13, you know? And I was like, damn, this is dope. Everybody's partying, hanging out, doing crazy shit. And then at 17, I was like, where's my life gonna go?
Yeah.
And then it was crazy because I still try to go with my old school friends that I grew up with. And I'll be in a room or in like a house hanging out, and I'll be like, I'm gonna step out when you're done doing your stuff, call me. And I'll come back in and I'll be like, damn, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, I'm not doing anything. I'm not cool anymore.
That's powerful, yeah.
So then my art came into my life. Because I already drew.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really serious, you know? But I already drew, and I wanted to be a street artist. I wanted to be a muralist. Like when you go on Soto and Cesar Chavez, there's all these murals by the Farmacia and the Payless shoe store. And then
Iconic.
growing up in East LA, I would see all the graffiti, you know, and I'll be like, damn, I want to do that, but my own way. I want to be a muralist. I want to be an artist. So graffiti culture, I love it, but I'm a muralist, you know. But I do use spray cans, so I guess something that looks like, oh, she's doing graffiti. No, I'm doing a mural. I'm doing a mural. I'm a painter. I'm an artist. And I grew up looking at street art, graffiti, murals, and I was like, damn, I want to be a part of the culture, but in my own way. I want to do a doll eating a lollipop. I want to do a doll.
How did that come to be? Like, how did it become the doll? That the doll became the thing that you drew all the time? Was it at first letters? What is that at first?
It was
like,
never letters, which
cool.
everyone that I grew up with in the culture, you know, like the OG graffiti writers will be like, you know, like Cav, Vile, you know, like different graffiti writers that were dope, you know, and that I respect a lot. They'll be like, you got to do letters, Stan. And I'll be like, no, I refused. I want to do dolls. Mm-hmm. So they started accepting me, Galo. So they started Mondo. They started accepting that I only wanted to do dolls. And that was my fixation, dolls. And then it started spreading like wildfire throughout California, throughout LA, Southern California. And then you started seeing these dolls everywhere. So I wanted to be a part of the landscape, but I wanted to do my own type of cuteness. You know, I grew up on fucking welfare with a broken, you know, in a broken home. So I was like, I don't want to paint about that. I don't want to paint about the struggle and the chains and the Chicano, you know, oppression. I want to paint about cute stuff. Yeah. I want life to be dope. I want you to see the wall and be like, oh my gosh, he's eating a corn. And it says, have a good day. Oh, wow, that's so dope. Let me take a fucking selfie.
Yeah.
I don't want to show you the struggle. I'm in the struggle.
And
I'm in the struggle. I don't want to talk about the struggle. Can we just not focus on that? Because then I'm going to get sad.
It's like music, you know, like there's those jams that take you like deep down and like sad and shit. But there's those jams that like ignore all that and just, you know, you just have a good time and you stay on top. And you
like, whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like a far. And then you bump like some fun stuff.
Karaoke time.
Yeah, sublime loving. Woo! Yeah, like, you want to be depressed and you want to be sad? Life is how you freaking take it. You know, LA, like living in LA. Whenever I travel out of LA, I meet people, you know, in different states.
Where exactly did you grow up? What
I
part
grew
of
up
LA?
East LA, so let's say Atlantic, Woods, Cleveland, Whittier Boulevard, Olympic, Cesar Chavez.
The heart of the center of East
Soto and Michigan. Yeah. So I grew up Soto and Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
And then I grew up East LA. But my mom was like, you're going to go to school in Montebello. So I was like part-time chola, part-time nerd.
Oilers or Spartans?
I was a Spartan, and then I knew I was partying really bad as a Spartan. So I was like, I'm going to change myself to Montebello. So I did all the paperwork. I was already smart at 16. I did all the paperwork. And I called my little Mexican mom. And I'm like, mamá, vamos a la escuela. Vas a firmar para que me mueva yo a la Montebello. And then once I got to Montebello, all my friends from East LA will go to Montebello. Because it was just one bus straight up. So you'll take the 18 bus.
Oh, the 18.
And the 18 bus turns on Garfield. So you get on Whittier and then you just walk a little bit to 21st Street and you go to Montebello. Yeah. You go to Montebello High School. So then I became an Oiler. And once I got there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm still being crazy. I can't do this. All my East LA friends that don't want to go to Garfield or Roosevelt are coming to Montebello. So I got to go somewhere else. Oh my God. So then I moved myself to Vail High School.
Exact same journey I had.
And I moved myself though. I'll just tell my mom like, Mom, ven pa acá.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh my God. So I already knew like, this is not good. It's not working out. I need to change my course.
Yeah.
But I was always drawing the streets of East LA, taking the 18 bus, taking the 720, the one at the Commerce one, the two big ones. I didn't get to the RTD bus. I was.
Oh, you're too young for that.
I was born in '94, so like I'm not like in those times, you know. But I do hear about the old school stuff, tagging the RTD bus. I'm like, damn, that's a different life, you know. But like now that I'm becoming a full-on adult, I see like, you know, like you're an OG, like you saw the changes of time, you know, and now I'm seeing the changes of time. So we're always gonna say LA is changing.
Yeah.
Oh, LA is changing. It's always forever gonna change.
Yeah.
So you quit LA, you run away.
Yeah.
Or you stay here and you rough it out. You know, I love LA. I go to different states. And I meet so many people that are from LA, but some are like, you know, I was in gangs.
Where's the furthest that you have a mural?
Texas, Colorado, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kentucky.
Australia,
Japan.
Okay.
I have a mural in Japan. I don't know if my Puerto Rico mural is still there. Miami, but for sure Japan, Mexico City.
Oh, nice.
So Japan, Mexico City, I have murals there. Guatemala. I'm Guatemalan Mexican, but my dad left when I was like 4 months in his big truck, so I never met him. But I'm my own daddy, so I got this.
How old were you?
3 months. So he left. He left So then now it's the 90s
Yeah.
when gangbanging is crazy in
Yeah.
LA.
Oh,
And my mom's this little Mexican lady by accident. She
People
ended
were
up in
dying
LA.
everywhere, yeah.
And she had no idea what she ended up with. She came to LA when it was crazy. You know, so now I remember being little and walking through Whittier Boulevard with her. Whittier and like Hendricks, Harding.
Yeah.
And we're walking through, going to the Commerce Center, and her dropping me like, agachate. And I'll be like, what the hell's going on? Shoot out. You know, so like she had to learn how to live in the streets of East LA when things were going crazy. I'm like, damn, mom, you got balls.
Yeah.
I say she's a softie now, but I'm like, you were a gangster. You got us through.
Your mom's a big character.
Yeah.
Like everything that you like show. Like, I mean, I follow you on Instagram. It's like watching a reality show, and that's another thing too. Like, we need a Sand One reality show, like Netflix or anybody like that should really pick you up for something.
You know
like
what?
But your mom
I've been
plays a big
signed.
part of that too. I love seeing her
Yeah.
on there all the time.
My mom's really dope. My mom represents the immigrant struggle. You know, single mom, comes to LA, gets pregnant, ends up working in a lunch truck all her life, you know. She made $350 from when I remember, you know, when I started knowing about finances. $350, Monday through Saturday, 3 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's 12 hours. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. You know, like 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 15 hours a day almost that she will work for $350 a week. She's getting paid like about $1.50 an hour. But because she was an immigrant, she had to put her head down.
Yeah.
You know, so I knew she was miserable. So I would always think in my head, with my art, I'm going to flip this.
Yeah.
She can't flip it. She's getting older, and she already lost her dreams. So I'm going to flip it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
you
need
are
to-
part of her dream, so.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be
still
like,
alive.
I need, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was fearing, I'll be like, I know that it's hard to dream when you're an immigrant and you have kids. It's hard to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Props to the parent that did. You know, like
Yeah.
I really,
Like they took leaps for us instead of for themselves.
I really commend the parents that are immigrants that came over here and they own homes in LA or have businesses. I'm like, damn. But she was by herself. So it was harder, like, damn, I'm a single mom with 3 kids. You know? But we'll go sell food on the
Yeah.
street. She'll take leave. We'll go
That's
sell
what
food
I was
on the
gonna
street.
say.
Yeah.
Like, where did your hustle come from? Because like, you definitely are like the quintessential like definition of like fucking hustle. So where did that come from? Is it from that?
So I'll see my mom work every day and I'll be like, this is not it. So I need to make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's from here.
Yeah.
I'm the young one. I'm new life. She's old school.
Yeah.
I'm new LA. So I need to make it happen. I speak English. I'm in America. I need to figure this out. So can I say bad words?
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, fuck love, fuck getting pregnant, fuck having kids, fuck chasing guys.
Yeah.
I need to fucking focus on making money.
Yeah.
And I refuse to go to college. I refuse to get a real job. I need to fucking make it with my dolls. So I'm going to take it very, very serious.
Yeah,
and that's what I did. At 16, I was like, okay, you're going to go to Vail High School.
Yeah.
You're going to graduate early. You're going to get those credits. And then you're going to go and start painting murals throughout LA. And those are going to be your billboards.
Yeah.
And you're going to meet people. So then I started getting into the art world.
Yeah.
Too many rules in the art world.
Yeah.
And-
Independence is the best thing. from
As
all
an
that.
artist,
Yeah.
a lot of artists are depressed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, chemically abusive. They're going through shit because it sucks to be an artist and for nobody to applaud your creativity. So a lot of artists that I met, I was like, hold on, you're like in your mid-30s and you're going through all this. Damn, that's not it. So I'll meet so many people and then I'll be like, that's not it. I have a different vision for myself. I'm just going to be my own artist and I'm going to do my own galleries. I'm going to take an empty warehouse and make it into my own art show. I'm going to be my own representative, my own manager, my own product developer, my own investor. I'm going to figure it out. And that's what I'm doing. I have my own galleries, my own warehouses, and my own crowd. I'll say like 95% of the people that love my work, they don't care about art,
Your
but they
fans
care about me.
are so loyal.
Yes.
That was something I was going to get to at the end of this, but like since you
Loyal,
brought it
they
up,
love
like,
me.
You have an amazing amount of fans. Not only how many there are, but they're like loyal as fuck. You know, just like they love your work, they love your stuff, they love everything that you do. Like,
There's a connection.
yeah,
There's a connection that I didn't think existed. I thought I was the only broke little kid from East LA in a bicycle riding around, having a mom that was going through shit, you know? Like, my mom was very, very, very focused. Like, okay, I need to go to work. I need to pay the bills. I don't cry. I don't complain. I don't break down. You know, so I'll see that and I'll be like, I know she's probably going through some shit, but she doesn't talk about it. So I was raised like that, you know, which I know now people are more sensitive on subjects like, oh, but it's okay to talk about being sad. But the way I grew up with her was like, shut the fuck up, get the fuck up, handle it.
Vámonos.
So I'm like that, like, fuck my feelings, I'm gonna go fucking work, you know? now times are changing where it's like, oh, no, fuck that, go. Fuck your fucking tears, you know? So I grew up with her like that.
So-
like, she wouldn't verbally say it, but it was very obvious. Like, okay, my stepdad's a drunk, and he doesn't help her, and he comes home drunk every day. And, like, sometimes he wouldn't come to pick her up, you know, at 3 a.m. So I would take her to work on my bicycle. I had 2 pegs, and I'll take her to work on my bicycle. And I would always get along with everybody from the block. So I'll be like, what's up? Hey, what's up, fool? So I made sure to be cool with everybody on the block just so everybody would have my back. So I ride my bicycle at 3 a.m. to take her to work in Montebello off of Maple. There was a lunch truck headquarters right there. And I'll take her to work. It was like Rockview Farms was there. They sold milk. So it was down
a
the
famous
street.
commissary. Like a lot of trucks go there to cook
Yes, it's
their
a
food
commissary.
and
It's called lunch truck headquarters, you know, and they park there. A catering headquarters. So when he wouldn't come, she'll wake me up. And she'll be like, me a trabajar. Because she knew I was rough, you know, but I made myself have that front. I'll be like, yeah, mom, don't trip, let's go. But in the end, deep inside, the little girl in me will be like, oh, fuck. All right, let's go. Shit, here we go. But I would always I was already networking. Like, what's up, Penguin? What's up, Mario? What's up, Sketch? Just talk to everybody on the fucking block. Don't be a girl, like, no. Be a friend. So like that. So it would be like 3 a.m. They'll be on one. You know, and I'll be cruising. Well, what's up?
We have a little guest.
We have a little guest, my dog. He's a security guard. Somebody's probably approaching your studio door. Nice studio, by the way. So I'll be driving her to work, and it's crazy because she'll be like, thank you. And then I'll wait with her. So it's 3 a.m. that she had to go into work. She had to boil the beans, cook the rice, and cook everything for the breakfast schedule of the delivery of the food that she will go through on this route to deliver through all the factories in downtown LA, all the sewing factories.
Wow.
So by 5 a.m, 2 hours later, the boss gets there, which is the driver boss, and now the lunch truck takes off. And they have a schedule. So every 30, 20 minutes, they're going to different factories. So by the time she'll take off, she already had to have, there was people that didn't want to wait. So she had breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos, and breakfast plates covered in plastic ready. So like I'm pretty much that person that goes to a lunch truck and I'm like, what's ready? I don't want to fucking wait.
In those factories, they have like a 30-minute whatever break.
And then there's people that want like personalized stuff. So they'll be like, oh, I want chilaquiles with that huevo over there. So there was pre-made stuff and you could customize stuff, right? So 5 a.m, she'll get 3 a.m. So I'll stay with her. I'll park my bike and I'll stay with her and I'll help her chop the tomatoes, the lettuce, the onions. And I'll just do it. I'll help her chop all the veggies and I'll help her le ayuda a cocinar la carne. I'll put the seasoning, throw it on the big pot, and put it on the display rack.
You had her do some tacos at some spots too, right? For a while.
We would go sell food on the street. So like
at your events,
Yeah, I know she would take that leap. You know, she'll be like, "You want to go sell food on the street?" But she'll tell me, and I'll be like, "Fuck it, let's go."
That's awesome.
And I was scared. I'll be like, "Damn, that's embarrassing." Yeah, mom, let's go. Like I would never be like, "What? No, I'm not gonna do that." I'll just be like, "Yeah, let's go, mom. I'm down." I was not down. But I'll be down.
So from like being with your mom and like helping her like start burritos and start food and all that and sell it, like how did you like learn business, or how did you just dive into business? Do you have a business consultant? Because now you're a pretty big business, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think you're a pretty big business. So like, how do you manage all that? Because there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, I want to do this shit, but they don't understand like the business structure, the setup, or LLC or not, and all that other
I kind
of
wing it all, but now I'm like, okay, now I'm focused on it because I'm like, damn, this shit's real.
Yeah, taxes are motherfuckers. So.
Exactly. So now I do my taxes. I have an LLC.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, take it serious, man. This is your life. You know, all my dolls are trademarked, copywritten. I have a warehouse with my business. I have my location. So like I had to take that serious. In 2017 I took it serious, where I'm like, oh shit, this is real. There's a lot of people on my website buying. And then I got a letter from the IRS. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting red.
Hide the cars.
Yeah, oh my God, put the guns away. Put the drugs away. No, I'm kidding. Put the dolls away. So they caught me doll dealing. And I got a letter. So I was like, okay, Sam. Because I was doing a lot of jobs corporate. So they were making me do W-2s, or what is it called?
W-9s or W-2s or
1099s.
Yeah.
So then all those invoices came in from the jobs that I did for like Oxygen and different Levi's, Nike, and I'm like, damn, I'm in the system.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, take it serious, man. This is your whole life. So
Do you have a Nike shoe or a Nike something?
I did a drop for them a while back.
Oh,
so
shit.
I've done little drops for people. Like, I've done, like, projects for them. Like, Levi's, I did a wall for them. You know, I did a wall for, like, I've done stuff for different companies, you know, like Me Too.
Yeah,
so then they when they pay me, they made me sign
the
the
1099.
1099. So then...
That means that you have to pay your own taxes.
Exactly.
And they're not, like, removing it from your check.
Nothing,
So you have to give it later,
like an independent contractor. So I've had to learn all this stuff. I didn't know any of this. I just want to fucking paint dolls.
So, but how did you, like, start to deal with that? Is it just you still, or do you have a business partner?
2017 too. No, I'm by myself. My business partner is my dog Russell and my mom.
Russ.
Like, I'm by myself. There's no investor. There's no money behind me. I created this by myself through... So I'll go to work with my mom, and then I'll see, like, all right, so we got to buy all these ingredients. We got to buy all this stuff, and here's the bill for it.
Yeah.
And then we got to cook the food and flip it, and we got to sell it. And we got to serve enough portions to be able to make the money back from all the ingredients that we bought. Oh, my God. So we have to make sure that we don't waste food.
Yeah.
You know? So, like... I feel like in the food industry, it's crazy because you have to make sure you sell it all, or else it freaking dies out and it rots, you know? So, like, well, what I do, I can have this for 5 years and it won't rot. So I'm like, I prefer doing this, you know? Like, I would never open a restaurant. But props to everybody with a restaurant.
Yeah.
What is it, expendable, or what is it called? Perishable? Perishable goods.
Yeah.
My God. So I learned like that, finances, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll be on the street selling food. Oh, my God. I'll see somebody that I knew and I'll be like, oh, my God, they're coming this way. Hey, what's up? What can I get you? So I'll just be like, Sam, cover it. You don't feel nothing. You're not embarrassed. You're not shy.
Yeah.
Fucking smile. And then I'll be like, well, I mean, if we look at the fucking aesthetics of it, I'm in a corner right now with a grill. Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassing. Oh, my God. So you want salsa? Red or green? You know, I'll just be like, Sam,
do it. Yeah.
Fuck your feelings.
When I was a kid, I did that door-to-door thing where kids go sell like a box of stuff. You know, they're like, hi, my name is Rafael. I'm with, what's it called? Junior Careers. Yeah. And I dealt with that. But there was people that would listen. So, like, I recognize and I understand, or I sympathize with, like, the feeling of, like, fuck, this is embarrassing. Because if my friends saw me with that shit, I'd be embarrassed. But we did it in other, like, far communities.
They don't know what you're up to.
Because nobody in East LA would buy it anyway. So
right. Were you in those vans? They'll take kids?
I was in one. That was like my first job at 12.
Well, they put you in the gas stations too?
I never did the gas station thing, but we went, like, they would be like, all right, these 5 blocks are yours. These 5 blocks are yours.
You're all weird pulling up with the candies. Hi.
Yeah.
Would you like to buy some turtles?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The chocolate turtles. The chocolate turtles with the peanuts in it. We had to fucking do that shit. But yeah, I understand, like, that whole, like, being out in public and having to do that shit. But you just got to do it, right?
Yeah, even with my art.
No hay otra, como dicen, you know?
Yeah, even with my art. I was like, all right, San, you want to die starving or you just want to talk? Because, you know, as an artist, you got to be, like, mysterious and quiet, and you don't talk to people when you're painting, and the artist, you know, hides. I was like, no, I want to show everybody who I am. I want to talk to people. I want to communicate with people, and I want women to buy my art, and men that understand it. So then when I started talking and Instagram came in, boom, things went up. So 2016 is when things changed. And then PayPal hit me with something, like, of the money that I made, and I was like, okay, you got to get serious. So that's when I went and got my LLC. And I just learned this as I go through. I ask people that know business. I'll ask them, like, so how do I do this shit?
Yeah.
You know, but I don't have a guidance. I just guide myself, you know. And it's worked out pretty good. I bought my mom a house. My mom's retired.
Wow.
I retired her in 2016. So this was my idea. I'm going to pop off with my art. It's going to work out. So when I used to do window painting. So I'll do window painting, and I'll walk through LA with my little paint card. And I'll get rejected. No, pa la otra. Pues, ¿cuándo es pa la otra?
Yeah.
Hi, I paint windows. My name is San. Let's say it's Christmas season. I could paint a snowman with some, ornaments, and I could do a mistletoe. No, thank you, next time. When's next time? Here, I'll give you my business card. Like, I'm going to leave you a business card. You're going to call me eventually. Or I could do some specials on your window. I could do your hours. I could do your menu. I could do a phone number.
Yeah.
What if you have a 2-for-1? I could do, let's say it's a marisco place. I could do 2 shrimp tacos for $1. You know, let's do a deal. You don't like to make money? And they'll be like, oh. So I learned how to be a salesperson like that. I learned how to not be shy.
Yeah.
You know, so that window painting business was the one that really got me on, like, San, walk the fucking street or you're gonna starve. And then I'll think about it and I'll be like, all right.
Survival.
I paint signs, I paint dolls, my mom cooks tacos. She doesn't fucking complain, I don't complain. Go. So I wake up every day, take my brother and sister to school. So I was forced to be a dad.
How old were you at this time?
16, 17. So I was forced to be a dad because my stepdad left.
Yeah.
You know, he chose alcohol and women and fucking gambling. So I was like, all right, it's game on. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to go fuck shit up because of it. I'm not going to go be a loser and talk about that. I'll talk about it, but I'm victorious.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, my dad left us. My daddy was never there. He bounced.
Yeah.
It's cool. They'll be so proud to see what I become. No problem. There's no complaints here. It was perfect. Thank you, Father, for leaving. Thank you, Stepdad, for leaving. You made me strong, you know?
Open doors, yeah.
I was up in, like, Mexico and San Juan del Pacifico. You know where that is?
¿De la cerveza? Or?
No, San Jose del Pacifico.
I'm not sure, but...
It's in Oaxaca.
Okay.
And it's a mushroom town. So I was out there for a week, and I saw my life.
Did you do much?
I saw my life. And I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, you gotta tell these stories. Like, no, but like as a
we're doing
spiritual,
sober dancing. We're
it
talking
doesn't
about
matter. Like, but like as a spiritual thing, like I had moments like that too, like that, like fucking changed like the way that I thought and the way that I saw, and I did see like my whole life in front of me a few times, you know.
So I went out there. I wanted ayahuasca. I ended up doing like a mezcal thing, and then I ended up going into 2 hours away from. I forgot where I was in Oaxaca, like an island, like it was like a beach area. I go 2 hours in, and it's a mushroom town, and that's where Maria Sabina, the one that introduced like the Beatles, and I know like a Steve Jobs will go there. She was the first one to introduce mushrooms to the culture, right? Maybe there was more people, but she's the one that's the most notorious.
Yeah.
So I go there and I'm like, any mushrooms? You know? Mom, I'm sorry. And I was like, I need to go tap into something wild.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it in LA. I need to go into nature. So I was over there and I shoved down a bunch of mushrooms.
Thing, yeah.
And I kicked it over there. And there was a place called the Tavern of the Elf. La Taberna del Duende. So after you're done like being in the woods, you come out and then you eat food. That spikes up your senses, you know?
Wow.
So, and the guy looked like an elf too, but a tall ass one. He was a European guy that came to that town and stood there. So he's like a guy that lives there. Yeah, so like, it was crazy. I went with my ex, all right? And I lost my passport. I ended up having to drive to Tijuana, and he was already in Oaxaca, in the island, and I freaking had to, Puerto Nuevo, I think it was? No, I forgot. I had to drive to Tijuana. I'm like, don't worry, honey. I'm going to meet you over there. So I drove to Tijuana, got a plane from Tijuana to Oaxaca. I told them the island that I had to go to. They sent me to Oaxaca City. So I had to get a rental car and drive for 5 hours through the freaking, through the woods. I almost slid one time. It was crazy, but I'm like, I'm going to get there. And every like 15 minutes, there will be a small town that was like 2 minutes long. Yeah. And that's it. You'll be in. And I popped my tires twice. Oh, it was a mission to get to the mushrooms. So I finally got to where my ex was, you know, and then we went up to the mountains, you know, and we did that. And I was just like, wow. So my father was meant to leave because he opened a portal that he couldn't handle. But he went through the portal where he had already opened. So he probably had a family. So he went that way.
Yeah.
Where he was supposed to go. He chose what was best for him.
Yeah.
But he didn't think about what was best for that young 20-something-year-old woman that he got pregnant. Like, she was so pure, my mom, and he got her pregnant. And he just, boom, disappeared from her. So now a new portal opens, and there's this 21-year-old woman with her daughter walking through East LA, and that's little San Juan, you know? And I had all these routes that I could have taken that I kind of took, and then I tapped back like, nah. That's cool, but I'm done with that now. I'm gonna go sober dance now, you know? So like, you like that one, sober dance. So like, I entered all these universes, you know, through my childhood, and I was like, no. You know, and then during that time, you know, my mom met my stepdad when I was like 9 years old. And then I was like 6 years old, and then they had kids, you know, and then he started just getting worse and worse with his drinking problem. And I'm like, damn, he was meant to be in my life too. Because me seeing him being such a loser made me fucking want to go out there and be better than a man. Like, I'm gonna handle shit the way a man would, the perfect man would. So to me, the perfect man is like, babe, I love you. You're a beautiful woman. Here's your shrine. You sit here. And make me tortillas and I'll be right back. And everything's done. Whatever you want, you get. You are my wife and I worship you. You know? Which I know people believe now I'm 50-50, but to me it's like, you know what? Like my mom, the way I see her. Like now that I retired her, I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do nothing. Cook, clean, and if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. You relax now. You want your nails done, you want your hair done, you want your eyelashes done. You want to go have coffee at 3 p.m., which you've never done in 25 years of your life. You want to go have coffee anywhere. Here's this card. Go be a housewife. And she's like, really? I'm like, go. And I was like, can I go buy a dress? Go! Buy 3. So to me, I'm like, my mom should not be dealing with a drunk. My mom is such a beautiful woman, but to the wrong men. So I'm going to give her the things that I wish a man would have given to her. Respect, kindness, and security. You know, so I was like right there in my little trip in the woods, and I'm like, oh my God, every single man that left my life that didn't want to take care of me as a child made me be the way I am, and it gave me that strength and that anger. I could have been a fuck up and been like, well, that's why I'm like this, you know? Well, that's why I'm like this. Because there was no support from the male side of my life. And then, so I was like, oh my God, I want to call my stepdad and thank him. Like, hey, gracias por ser un borracho. Gracias por ser un muerto de hambre. I was like, oh my God, I want to thank that guy. I want to give him a hug. Like, if you wouldn't have been like that, I'll probably be just a regular girl, you know, with just a regular life. But I have a fun life now. I was like, oh my God.
Which is not a bad thing either. I mean, there's some people that love... I can't do this either, but there's people that have like a 9 to 5 and they come home and they have their dinner and they watch TV and they go to sleep and they repeat again and they save the weekends, you know, but
if they had the
there's
option,
some people that need to do that. Like they need to have that kind of structure. For me, that structure didn't work. So I just try to do my own shit too. And it's just something that's in us, I guess, that we just want to do shit like our way. Maybe
we're rebels. Like we refuse to succumb to the way things are supposed to be. So like,
it's also not that we refuse to do it. It's just that we don't fit in that package style, or like, at least for me, like I just didn't fit in the 9 to 5. I tried it for a long time. I used to wear a shirt and tie. I used to show up at an office. I had my computer. I had my boss and people beneath me and all that shit. And I just couldn't do it. And I just fucking chucked my ties and cut them and like got rid of all that shit.
Yeah, like there was times where I wanted to just give up on my art, and I was like, I'm gonna just go to nursing school. Like, I'm going to just go be a medical assistant.
Because
like,
that's the things that we know. Like, these are your options.
I'm a medical assistant. I'm a server. I'm a waitress. I'm the girl that works at an office. I'm the girl that works doing paperwork. I'm that girl. You know, but I was like, you know what? I'm a rebel. And I'm going to do crazy shit. But I represent that girl. I represent the young girl that has babies, you know? I represent the girl that lives in the hood and is trying to fucking make something happen with herself, you know, but scared. I represent the medical assistant, the RNs. Like, that's my world, you know, that all my friends are in, and they'll be like, San, come, we're going to medical school right now, and like we're going to American Career College, and I'll be like, I'm gonna be an artist, and they'll be like, girl, you don't even make money, and I'll be like, I know, bitch, but I don't want to wear the blue scrubs yet. Hold on, and they'll be like, all right, fine, San, but you better fucking make it. You better do it for us. You better fucking represent us. And I've been a waitress. I've been a chicken fryer. I work at fast food restaurants. I've been a taquera. You know, I've done the grimy jobs. But, like, to me, I was like, this doesn't fulfill me. I need to just be crazy. You know, so I represent all the girls that are out there doing all these jobs that are necessary, you know? Like, I'm the nurse. I'm the dental assistant. That's me right there helping with the cavities.
What all your fans are, too. Like, that's the women that, like, come to your shit.
Yeah, it's the things that are available to us in the hood, you know? Like, you want to get the fuck out. You want to do something, so you sign up to the military. Like, we have so many options, you know. And then there's the ones that are the rebels that go in there like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take a leap. I'm just gonna see, and if I follow my faith, then I'll just get back up and try it again. Like so many times, like I worked regular jobs, you know, because I was like, fuck, I'm so broke with my art. Fuck, but I refused to give it up. And then as the girls started getting older and having careers and having jobs that grew up watching my art, they'll be like, San, I just got my degree. I'm buying your art. Oh my God! So you know, I would be like, no, don't give in, Sam, please. And like,
when was that moment that you were like, oh shit, like I can fucking do this, and I don't have to go back, and I don't have to get a job.
2015.
What happened?
All the girls now started being adults. All the women and men that will look at my art in the streets they weren't little kids like me anymore. Now they were having jobs. They were graduating from their medical career colleges. They were working at offices. They were becoming bankers. And they were like, San, I grew up looking at your art, and now I have a job. I'm not a broke little kid anymore, so I'm going to buy your stickers. And I'll be like, oh, my God. You know, so it became like a connection. Like, San, I love her stuff. I got money now. I'm going to buy it. You know, but I feel like I represent all those girls. Like, that's me. I'm all those girls, you know, but I would just be like, I'm going to go paint for them. Like, I think I can make it work.
It wasn't a specific campaign or a specific doll or a specific, like, movement. It was just, like, all of a sudden, like, your fan base?
It was Instagram and me just going on Instagram and talking random shit. Like, I don't go on...
Your stories.
I don't go on Instagram and I'm like...
Yeah. Yeah. 10 seconds of that. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Get the fuck up. Stop chasing dick. Stop being a fucking dick sucker. Like, what are you doing chasing this broke-ass guy? He does nothing for you. Yeah. Wake up. And they'll be like, oh, my God, son. My boyfriend's a lowlife, and he borrows my car. And he cheats on me. I'm like, exactly. You're that dumb bitch I talk about. So then all these girls were like, oh, my God. And then I started talking about my mom, my life. And then it was an instant connection. Maybe this person listening didn't grow up with a mom selling tacos, but they grew up with a mom selling flowers. And they were like, that's me, Sam. Or they grew up with a mom selling, I don't know, candy.
Whatever,
Candy, or in the swap meet. And they'll be like, Sam, I totally connect with you. And that's when the connection opened up. And now we have this big network of connections, you know, with people from around the world, women and men that love my art and buy it, you know. And then I realized that everybody was in the same, you know, rat race with me, trying to make it, you know, and now we're all doing better and we're advancing in our dreams, you know, and now we're all adults.
Yeah. I have to ask you this because right now talking about Instagram, I remembered there's a lot of Latino, Latina, Latinx artists, and there's a lot of people that have like a lot of followers. But not everybody has the check mark on Instagram. How the fuck did you get that?
I don't know. I just literally went.
That's fucking badass, dude.
I clicked verify. I clicked to get verified, and then they just verified me. I don't know.
At what point? Was it how many followers you had, or?
I mean, I just went on it a year ago or 2 years ago. I went and I put verify myself.
I've tried it. Nope.
I got verified right away. They just gave me the verification. I was like, oh my God, this is cool.
Probably because the amount of followers you had. I don't know.
Maybe they see the engagement and they see that it's real. Yeah. They see like the traffic. I don't know how it works.
Also because one of their biggest things is like, can your brand be completely like copied by somebody else? Like if somebody else made a fake account, like that's one of their biggest things why you get verified. Because maybe they saw that, oh, well, maybe she could be, copied or whatever. So they like, psh,
yeah, I'm verified. The doll maker of LA, verified.
Everybody else that I know that does have the check mark are either like connected to Netflix or connected to like a famous show of something else or connected to famous comedians. They all have check marks. But like you're not connected to any of that, but you still got your check mark.
And
that's fucking badass.
Yeah? I thought it was normal to get verified.
No, it's not fucking easy. I've been trying. I've hit them up. I mean, I only have 5,000 followers, so but it's like
that's 5,000 eyes, double those eyes.
Yeah,
two eyes. That's 10,000.
All of her fans come over and check it out. I'm starting more YouTube stuff, so hopefully we'll get some more followers there. But definitely, like it's something that I've been trying to get is that.
A check mark?
I still
maybe
need more
with
followers.
Maybe with this YouTube, and there'll be more views, more people.
Yeah.
They're gonna know who you are, and then they're gonna follow you, and then bang, you're gonna get that blue check mark. Y vámonos, they're gonna be more legit because you're already legit. You've been out in LA for so long. I give you props. You're an OG here in LA.
Yeah, I've been doing.
You ever thought of leaving LA?
No, I mean that's one of the
Good.
things. Like,
don't. No. Perfect. Stay right there. Don't even fucking.
Let me just finish though. Let me just finish that. Like sometimes I've always been like, no, I don't even like. And one of the things that I've been quoting as saying is like, don't move, improve, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So don't move, improve is something that I heard once at a political rally, and I fucking loved it. But as I'm getting older, like I do like wish I had like somewhere in the mountains that I could just go stay, like just to remove myself, and to just like, stay up in the mountains a few months and then come back, So that would be like a dream thing to be able to like get away for
getaway
3 to 5 months.
But come right back to LA.
Yeah. You gotta, because I mean, having the East LA Bow Heights connection is like, it's what my whole life is. It's what I do. Like, without that, I'm not going to be taking pictures of birds,
Yeah. Oh, look, a bird, a bear.
Yeah, exactly.
The lake.
Yeah, or like
Rock.
mountains. I was like, so yeah, I think I do need to stay close to the heart of East LA and Bow Heights, definitely.
That's how I feel. I love LA. You know, everybody complains
Well,
about
you're
it.
like, I gotta say this too. Like, if you think about it, you're like this kind of iconic figure, or your art is like, you're either gonna see, and I'm not comparing you to the Virgen Guadalupe, but like the art itself. So like, you're either gonna see a Virgen or a sand doll at the store.
I agree.
And you know, it's like you're like that kind of a figure where it's like, oh, if you're around these towns, like you're gonna see either a Virgen or a sand doll. That's a fucking trip, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturated the city with my dolls. You know, and it's fucking intense doing a wall. You know, like when I do a wall, it's like mental preparation. Like, all right, tomorrow you're gonna wake up.
Y va a estar caliente.
Get the ladder, yeah. Get the ladders ready, get the spray paint ready, and get your mindset ready because you're about to hit the streets. And anything can happen on that block. There's the people that live on those blocks.
Oh, yeah.
There's
What's
everything.
up with that? Have you
It's
ever
a
had any bad
melting-
experiences?
Yeah, I've been punched by a bum before, like, but she was so on one, she didn't know what she was doing. So when she punched me, I was like, I'm gonna just take one for the team here.
Yeah.
And I just walked away, and then I called the business owner, and I was like, hey, can you please put the ladder away from me? I just got punched by a bum, and I'm not coming back. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish. And then I brought my homies with me, you know, like, hey, you guys gotta come back. You know, there's a little tweaker that's kind of going crazy. She needs to go to sleep. She's thinking wild shit now when she sees random people. Yeah, so like that, or people get crazy, you know. And it's like, I get it. It's LA. I love LA.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about LA. You know, like, fuck it, rough it out and make it happen. You know,
Yeah.
traffic, give it to me. If traffic is what I gotta deal with to fucking make big money in LA, I'll fucking take traffic every day. You just gotta learn how to navigate.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So from this time to this time,
I
the
would
10
get
and the
upset
5
with
get
people where
crowded.
they're like, hey, we're going to go to such and such place. They're like, but I have to get there. And then there's going to be like parking. And then, well, yeah, like, that's part of what you have to do. Like,
if you're a
are
big
you-
city player,
Are you surprised? Like, of course.
if you're a big city player and you're about your fucking city, figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Like right now, I just bought scooters. I got these scooters that I bought. I don't care where I park. I park far away. That's fine. I get the scooter, pop it open.
You keep it in your car and you just fucking roll in it?
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna do that right now, but I had to go use the restroom. So I'm like, damn, we're just gonna have to park the car in his parking lot. But I had the car over there, and then you waved me down.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna just take a scooter, but I'm like, nah, this shit's coming.
That would have been
right
badass because I was waiting to record you.
I know. I was gonna pop
up
a
in the
scooter, but I'm
scooter.
like, se me va a salir. I can't show up all dirty. But I got the scooter, you know, like if I'm gonna be a big city player in this big ass city, I need to learn how to move around smoothly. No complaints. So I went and got myself an electrical scooter.
Those are badass.
I charge it and it goes 15 miles per hour, and I can go 7 miles far.
Damn.
Or just roll around here. I'm not gonna go for 7 miles somewhere. I just roll around wherever I gotta go, and it's smooth. It's easy.
Yeah.
I don't complain about LA. I love LA.
Wait,
the
are
city's
you
always
one of
been-
those people that rides the scooters on the sidewalk?
Sometimes. Whoa, you got a problem?
Well, I'm a bike rider, so I try not to get on the sidewalk, but sometimes you have to.
Something like
Yeah.
get but I try to go on the street. But when
Yeah.
it's kind of scary, I'm like, I'm gonna go
No,
on.
it's the same thing with me. Like some areas, I'm like, I don't want to fuck with that. I'll just.
Yeah, like
Get up
figure
on the
your
sidewalk.
city out. Don't fucking complain.
Yeah.
Figure your city out. And then LA's so beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
You choose how you want to see it. Like if you go to the small towns and you look at the community, the people,
Yeah.
the hardworking people, the moms, the children, like if you look at Hollywood and you go to, you know, you're looking at all the crazy places, you're gonna see fucking wild shit. Look at the beautiful areas in LA. I love LA. I love my city. I'm so glad that my mom didn't leave LA. Because when I was about 12, my family started leaving LA, going to Vegas, Texas, and they'll tell my mom, vámonos. What are you gonna do here? You're a single mom with 3 kids. You're not gonna make it. And I'll look at her like,
No te vayas.
I'll look at her like, por favor, no digas que sí.
Yeah,
And she'll
yeah.
be like, no, yo aquí me quedo. A mí me gusta Los Ángeles. And I'll be like, oh my God.
Thank God.
Okay, again, she said no. Then my other aunt, nos vamos para Las Vegas. Vamos a comprar casa allá. Compramos un duplex, un triplex. Y nos dividimos el pago de la casa. And I'll be like, nope, I stay in LA. That's all the fuck is. She stood in LA. She didn't take me out of this big city. I'm gonna fucking make it. No complaints. And I'm gonna buy her a house. I'm gonna buy land in LA. And yeah, of course it's crazy, but go
Do you have
get
sisters?
land in Maywood. Go live in
Yeah.
Bell Gardens. If you're trying to live in Beverly Hills, of course it's gonna be 10 million.
Yeah.
Stop going to the fucking fancy areas. Go to the hood and get a house.
And that's getting expensive now too.
Yeah,
But-
but Just hustle hard, work harder.
Do you have sisters, brothers, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
have a
many of you
family.
guys?
I have my little family. Is my brother, my sister, and my mom.
Oh, okay.
And I wake up every day and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go.
Are they a part of your little empire? Or?
Yeah, my brother is the warehouse manager. My sister is my
Okay.
shipping lady.
I've
And my mom
seen-
is my
badass.
packing manager. So it's a whole family operation.
Yeah.
So my mom, I retired her.
I'd love to see you like in your, what do you call it, the 20-footer or whatever, and like driving and like delivering shit. And,
I
like,
have that.
like,
We have a
rolling up your
forklift.
fucking sleeves and like, fuck it, this is my shit.
We have a cherry picker. I got a U-Haul
Yeah.
that I do my deliveries in. Like, I'm self-made. I'm my own investor.
Yeah, yeah.
And my family rolls with me. Like, my tia came to America a couple years after my mom came here in the late 80s. And they all went to work in lunch trucks. So my tia, it's been about 4 years that I was like, vámonos.
Wow.
You are my mom's assistant.
Yeah.
No more lunch trucks. No more fucking up your back.
Yeah.
She couldn't walk, her legs fucked up. So I was like, come on, let's go, tia.
Now your mom has an assistant.
Yeah,
on
mom got her
payroll.
asistente y se van las dos a tomar café.
Oh my God,
And they
dude.
go have breakfast. Like, my mom
That's
and my tia
badass,
are
dude.
finally living life. They're living life
Yeah.
in a city that they've been running through for the past 28 years.
That's
that they've never
badass.
been able to enjoy because all they know is work.
Yeah.
So now my tia and my mom wake up, and I tell them, I'm like, come on, let's go have lunch.
Your tia's still working, kind of.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The
They just sit down,
Yeah.
they drink cafecito, and they pack dolls.
Oh, that's cute.
All day. So I don't make them do heavy work. And if there's heavy work, I'll call the warehouse guy.
Yeah.
And he'll come put up the boxes or he'll bring down the boxes.
So, you have how many galleries right now?
I have an Orange County gallery and I have an LA gallery.
So, do you see like, or has there ever been any talks of like getting your shit in like the next level? So like,
I know.
Target,
I gotta go into the
Walmart,
next level. Yeah.
fucking, ¿cómo se llama? Oh, what if you do
Nordstrom,
Shark
Nord-
Tank, bro? Do Shark Tank, or like, have you ever had like any kind of discussions just like for growth?
I want to. Yes.
What is
I
the,
want
what
to.
is the next step? Like,
I thought about Shark Tank. Damn, they're gonna demolish me in there, dude.
so what you get is like, I mean, you have 100,000, but you get to see like, no, you have 200,000 followers, right? 250,000.
270, 260 something.
Shit, but Shark Tank will give you millions of
I know.
like eyes.
I've thought about
That
Shark
shit'll-
Tank.
just to be there. Like some people go just to show their shit, and then
They
like,
become
all right.
famous. Like The Ring, right? The guy with the ring, he
Yeah.
became big. I thought about Shark Tank. You're awakening that idea. Yeah, I want to expand. I want to be like in.
And you're like, you'd be great on TV. Like
Yeah.
one of the things I love about you is like how interesting and entertaining you are. So like, if you would be on that shit and you did your whole presentation, they'd be like, whoa, all right, I'll invest in you because you're so exciting. Like, I believe in you. Or sometimes they say, you know what, you're doing a fucking badass job. I don't think I could help you. But either way, you get
The exposure, right?
exposure that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look up Shark Tank then. I think that'll be
Yeah.
dope. Like a little paisita girl from East LA
Hell
pulling up the
yeah,
Shark Tank.
dude.
My name is San Juan, and I'm looking for a $1 million investment on my dog. I've already made 1 million many times, and I want your 1 million. Actually, make that $3 million. Here's why. Oh, that'll be crazy, dude. I thought about it, but I'm
Just a
scared.
plan.
I'm scared. I was thinking my mom, and this is my mom, and she's my business partner. Hola. Oh my God, we're getting kicked out.
Roll out there in your scooter.
I love the scooter. Look, to live and die in LA, get up, work hard. I love that you're in LA. You know, I love that you're an OG in LA. You've seen the changes of time, and you love your city.
Since the 70s.
Since the 70s. Dude.
I was born before hip hop. I tell people like I listened to hip hop since the first song came out.
Shut up.
I was
What
born
was the first
in
song?
71.
What was the first song?
The said a hip hop. To the hip, yeah. That Sugar Hill Gang thing.
No way.
Yeah, so like I remember being 7 years old hearing that song and be like, oh shit. And I've been listening to hip hop since then. But it's a trip when you think about it, and it's like I'm gonna be 50 next month. And so like when you're 25, you're like, fuck, I know everything. But imagine 25 years of knowledge that you think you know everything,
True.
plus the 25 more.
Give
like,
me advice. What do you
for you.
see? Where should I be going right now?
No,
As an
you're-
OG LA player, where should I be going right now, Eastside brother?
I just think that the only thing, and I don't know your company enough to like give you that kind of advice, but I definitely do like see that you can like start to like legitimize the structure of it and also like the growth of it. So like having like a 5-year plan and stuff like that. Because I mean, I'm a kind of a wing it kind of a guy. That's how I've been also my whole life. And when I started doing like photography and YouTube and this podcast, it's all like, fuck it, wing it, like start. My whole thing is always just start, and don't quit. Like when my guest canceled, I could have said fuck it, but I was like, no, like if I don't get started, like I'm probably gonna push it back again, you know. So I just wanted to get that first episode in the can and just keep going.
I pulled up. Woo!
Exactly.
I came through in the scooter.
So that whole thing of like winging it is dope to start. But at one point, like for growth, you really need like a structure that can support like the ridiculous growth. It's also good to stay where you're at. Like, don't get me wrong. Like where you're at is fucking great. So it's also good to be like, no, I just want to stay independent, want to stay like this. Because when you do bring in like fucking monsters, you know, they are monsters. So
like Steve Jobs, no, they took away his company in a way.
Yeah, they fucking took his company away. He's like, hey, all right, we'll take all these investors.
And then they're like, with Pixar?
They're like, all right, you're out. So there is that, you know, I mean,
I've had people come into my company and then...
Do you know who Mattel is?
Yeah.
So like if you'd hit up Mattel and like be like, you know what, I've already been doing this for years. It's like proven to be successful. I have a track record. I have an audience already. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Like they get people in there that go in with nothing, just a drawing. But you already have like this whole fucking thing behind you. So it's just, it's also comes with its bad things. So that's it. Just be careful, because you're heading into like a giant step or a giant level of growth that just be careful is all. Like, and your street smarts help you with that, right? Like, no, pendejo, I don't need your check. Like,
yeah.
If you're gonna fuck with me, like, no, I don't want that, you know. And
My
you could say no to shit like that. Yeah, I mean, you got to use that a lot. Like, you know, you can tell people like, no, I don't want to fuck with you. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I need to give you business advice. I think all right. I think that you're doing a great job, but just like, you know,
it's time to go up.
Yeah, just plan for it, or just like, you know, be aware of that. Or that's why these people bring the sharks in, because the sharks are that person that like once one of them says, all right, we're in, then all of a sudden you have a world audience, because that's what they do. They're like, my value is not just the $500,000 you're asking me for. My value is what I'm going to bring to the company, you know? So that's one of the reasons why people do that.
That's so scary, like business and talking money when you're like coming from nothing, right? Like, oh, yeah. I gotta do a business plan.
But también, like, we're not taught that since we're, if you're taught that since you were little, like, you wouldn't fear talking about it, or you wouldn't be like worried about like, oh, what to do, because you'd probably know like steps. But we only know like the beginnings of it. We've only seen like the lower levels of it. So like to know like the next levels is could be scary.
I feel like school gives you no skill and preparation for real life to be a business entrepreneur. Yeah. I didn't learn shit. I mean, I guess subtract, multiply, and divide, and read and write.
Good with the
that
numbers.
Was the best shit they taught me, and how to be articulate. But that's it. Like, I have no knowledge on taxes, mortgages, credit cards. Like, there was none of that.
But that's a good thing to start then for yourself.
Yeah. But I'm saying in school you don't learn that.
No.
And then you're ditching, even worse.
Or, I mean, yeah. I don't want to get into the whole like side business or like personal finances, but like it's definitely something that I don't know about. So like, but there is like people that can help you with that, and there's ways.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. In school, you don't learn nothing. And now I see my friends from back in the day, then I'm like, that's crazy. Time passed by. Like, I drive through Whittier Boulevard, and I'll see friends at the bus stop kicking it, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know, like, we all have potential to tap out of whatever we're going through right now. Like, whatever you're doing right now, if you know you're fucking up, you got potential to tap the fuck out. All you have to do is disconnect, tap out, cancel everybody, and go into your journey. And don't be embarrassed. Like, when I'll be doing sign painting, I'll be like, oh, my God, that's my homegirl. Oh, my God, she's going to see me right now on my carrito painting this window on Theater Chavez. But I'll be like, fuck it. Peacock. Hey, bitch.
I have a picture.
Oh, I have a window business. Yeah, I have a window business. I paint windows. What are you doing? I'm going to college. Oh, that's what's up. Fuck. You know? Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there. Start talking. If you don't talk, you're going to starve. You know, or just go work, you know, whatever job you want to work at. But if you want to be rebellious, start talking. Don't be shy to talk. Even if you have a lisp. I have a lisp. I don't give a fuck. I talk all day. It doesn't bother me. Tell people
you're from Spain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have people from my lineage that are from Spain. Thank you so much for having me, dude. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, this is great. Thank you. Wait, I wanted to go back a little bit. What were we talking about? Oh, you're talking about your signs and painting, and I lost the track. So,
Tell me. This is going to be edited?
No. I mean, I might take out little tiny things if you want me to take
Okay.
little tiny things, but no, it's like pretty much the straight hour.
Okay, ask me a question. Go. Ask me a
Well,
question.
I was just gonna ask, like, because I had this thing for like the end to like talk about your followers, which we already talked about a little bit, but oh no, we did talk already. Like, do you have any followers that are like bad followers? Like, we know you have a lot of good followers and loyals, but do you have people that you're like, fuck, I wish this person would not follow me? You don't have to say any names, but like,
I
just
have
bad
a lot of
experiences.
opinionated people, that feel very open to being opinionated on a stranger's life because they feel like, I guess social media is crazy, like I've never gone on social media and DM'd somebody. I've never left a comment on my personal perception on someone. I've never left a comment or sent a DM with an opinion of how you should live your life or what I think is wrong with you. I just go through social media. I scroll, listen, tap out, go back to my regular life.
Yeah.
I upload a video. I don't focus on it. I don't submerge myself into the social media freaking sea of randomness, So I've
you
had
get
some
people, I'm sure, that are
I
like,
block
"Oh, this is
everybody.
fucking
I block
ridiculous,"
everybody.
yeah.
Oh, you want to talk shit, bitch? I don't think I'm good enough for you then. I'm going to just block myself from your Instagram and there.
do you a
Good
favor.
riddance to me. You don't have to see me. I'm toxic apparently in your life. Yeah, like when somebody is condescending or rude, I don't deal with it. This is my life, my world, block. Move on. No emotion. Fuck that bitch, she blocked me. No, fuck you, bitch, for fucking running your mouth and talking shit and being insensitive and blurting out what you want with your little fingers and typing some dumb shit and hoping that it's going to change my mindset. No. That is how I think. And that's how you think. I don't DM you. You don't DM me. I respect you, and you respect me.
I just did want to point that out, that like you deal with like the negativity.
A lot of people. Yeah, I deal. It's like 99% all positive.
Yeah.
And it's that 1%, but I don't let it touch me. Like I love all the comments that I get, but if I see a bad one, block, move on. I don't stay on it. Like, oh my God, she said this to me. Block. Next. Oh my God, I love you, San. I love you too. Like you can't get stuck on stuff like that.
No.
It's social media, it's a broken person that's sitting there. Like, we don't know what everybody's going through. This girl could be in a couch sitting down, mad as fuck, and she's like, fuck you, San. Well, fuck you too, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to block you. Fuck her. That's fine. Live your life. Like, social media is real. There's real humans there, but it's a portal. It's a screen.
Yeah.
Tap out of that. So, scroll, don't opinionate. Get out of it.
As we're coming to the end of this, I do want to say, like, what can we look forward to in 2022? Do you have plans that far? Do you see more galleries, or do you see
2022? I don't know what I have
planned. Is
planned.
the Sands movie being made, or?
I would, you know what I would like? A TV show. I've been in contract before with Oxygen and Warner Brothers.
Really? And
they've fallen off. So I really want a TV show. So if you are a producer and you do reality TV shows, message me if you follow Rafael.
Yeah.
But I do want a TV show. I think it will be so dope to do a TV show.
What's the name of the media company here? I forgot, Chris.
Outer Circle Media.
So Outer Circle Media here, they do a lot of stuff with comedians and stuff. So Outer Circle Media, if you want a reality show.
I'll sign up for it. Yeah, that.
And anybody else out there, if you're like looking to do a podcast or work with a production company, look up Outer Circle Media.
Okay, sounds good. That, and I want to expand more. I want to travel more because this past 2 years, it's been static. I want to travel more. I want to do meetups. I want to paint in different places.
Yeah.
I want to go outside the country, but we got to see what's going to happen with that.
Do a sand tour. Like,
I know. That's what I want to do.
Just start hitting up people being like, hey, 2022 is a sand tour. Do you want me to come to your city? Talk to somebody there to sponsor me or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to just pull the trigger on it. I was going to do it this year, but I'm like, just wait. But for sure, yeah, like online is great for me, online sales, but I like connection. I like to be in front of the buyer. I like to be in front of my collector.
Yeah.
When you buy my art, you're not a customer. You're my art collector because it's an art. This right here is a print. You're able to use my art and take it with you throughout your day.
Let's say real quick, your website?
Sandwoner.com. And everything, all my social medias, everything is Sandwoner, Sandoner, everything. Instagram, Facebook, Sandwoner.
And if you want to get some coffee, go to shoprafa.com. And I have some other things up there, t-shirts and stuff. And I'm starting to grow the merch stuff, so thank you for that. Now, for our last question, I forgot to prep you on this. I did prep somebody else. But so the last question on every episode now is going to be, in just If you could answer this in one sentence, so think of a one sentence thing because we're going to put the words over your head.
Okay, go.
So, and it's a simple question. You could take it in any context you want. So if a being from somewhere else came down and just said, Sand Oner, how do you do it?
Full business consistency with no emotions.
Full business consistency with no emotions.
Is that good?
Well, it is what it is. Thank you guys very much. Don't forget, come back. I'm going to do this every 2 weeks. Rafa.la and Rafa.la on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. Look for me on YouTube.
Goodbye.